out because it let us refine things down to, is this prop necessary to sell the detailing? Is this element necessary to the map? And I think it's been refined really nice.
Yeah, and each of your points are now very unique looking. So that's something that, and like I keep saying, it's like it's we're talking about TF2, but this really applies to more than just TF2. This just applies to really any, well, even any game. Really, it doesn't have to be objective based. It doesn't have to be like Overwatch or COD or TF2. If there's a point where you want the player, if there's a point, if there's a point where the player's really going to be playing, or like going to be in there and they're going to be spending a lot of time in it, you really want to invest a lot of your time and in making it something that's unique and exciting and something memorable. And that's how games are remembered. Like if you talk about, hey, what's your favorite Doom? Like people aren't like, hey, what's your favorite Doom? It's like, what's your favorite Doom map? And they'll talk about like things that they liked that were very unique to those levels. So never ever be afraid to do that and get creative, get stupidly creative. Like segue the map that we're on here. This is Megalo.
Ghost Train.
Ghost Train.
So a cool thing about this map is actually it has this center point that is raising and lowering over time, and it opens it up to different routes. So like the whole thing will be in the upper route, or the middle route, and the lower route. And then there's a train that can go by too as well. And being a Halloween map, it's a spooky ghost train, of course.
Spooky
Ghost train.
Oop, that didn't work. I need to get off the thermal thruster here. Yeah, and so this is my first time playing this map, so I'm going to be coming into it blind. So I'm hoping that iibo and Crash can kind of help sort things out for me on that.
I haven't played it a ton, to be honest.
Played this like twice.
Cool.
Hey Tyler. But one of the things that also I should have mentioned this like an hour and a half ago, which you guys don't need to hear, but I'm going to say it anyways. If anyone in my chat is saying something and I don't see it, like I don't respond to it or something like that, say it again. Because my chat, I'm looking here, my chat's like all the way over here, like there. So we got to be a little careful there. Yeah, so here's this very like unique point. It design-wise, oh god, train. There's a train. Woo. It's 3 states going lower, middle, upper, and then that changes how you can approach the point. So if you're down low and the point's all the way up high, you're not really going to be that useful because there's nothing much you can do. But as you move to the middle, you can become a little more useful. Jumping classes can really take advantage of that difference. And hold on a sec. Thank you. And then as soon as it's on the highest point, then really you gotta be a little careful with that. No! Get back here. Yeah! Oh, damn it. But this would be a this is a good example of taking an idea, taking like a very creative centerpiece, set piece even, and just running with it. Like I always tell people, it's like if you have this idea, own it. Even like in level design, in game design, it's like if you have this one thing that you think is quirky and fun, you like use the hell out of it and own it. Make it the thing. Make it your thing and just run it into the ground softly, so that it really works for you. So in this case, we have the thing that goes up and down. You know, we've had points that go up and down. That's not necessarily It's not necessarily a new thing. But what makes this new and unique and exciting is now that it has 3 states, and at each state a train comes through. And that's not something that we've seen before. And that adds a lot of gameplay. Oop, crap. That adds gameplay variety to it, because you now have this point. You have to figure out, all right, where's the train holding? Or sorry, where's the platform at? And how is that going to affect gameplay? Where are people going to be coming from? And then on top of that, you have to think, all right, has the train come or not? Which direction's the train coming? So it's a lot more of those things to consider.
This is a good capture here, though, too. This overtime.
Yep. Holding it. Yeah, go red team.
I thought it was interesting, too. So one thing I hadn't noticed yet was the point is available for sentry gun at one level, but not the others necessarily. So a sentry gun can't just capture or camp a point because it's constantly moving. That train just wrecked our team so bad.
Does the train just spook you as it goes through? Not kill you?
No, it'll kill you if it hits you, but I think if you're
Believe it,
close
yeah.
to it.
Oh,
it'll
okay.
hit you.
The spooking is something that some people use. It's like a stun, and it just temporarily removes you, which in itself can be a reward, like a risk. So trains are kind of like death pits in the sense that they are moving death pits, and if I don't care, I got you. In the sense that you have to be really close to them, and so if you're too close, you get hit, obviously. If you move far away, then you have to return back to where you were. And there's a couple of maps that do this with trains where they run them straight through the point, like smack dab through the middle. Moss Rock by our good friend Freya. She, on the final point, she has a train that just runs through the final zone. And no one's ever done that before. That's a big thing. So running it through this way, it forces players off the point, potentially ruining a capture push. So now players have to be like, all right, is there a train coming? Do we have to capture it? Blah, blah, or do we have to avoid it? Are we going to be able to capture it? And by making it so that if you're right on it, you're going to have a bad time because you'll get hit. And you want to stay on the point for as long as possible if you're capturing it or preventing capturing. So you want to try and stay as close to the train as possible without actually getting hit. And that's why the spook is a little bit impactful now. Now that I actually see it, because it now means that if I'm standing here, I'll get hit. If I'm standing here, I won't get hit. I'm still on the point. I won't get hit, but I will get spooked, which now means I'm now useless for however many seconds, and then after that, and then I can start doing stuff again after that. But if I move far enough away, I'm off the point, but I'm completely safe. So it goes also back to the whole risk-reward stuff that we always talk about, which is like, at this point, level design 101 for these types of games. And that was a lot of words, and that was really long-winded. I apologize for that.
It's okay, nerd's gonna nerd.
I'm gonna nerd. That was wide.
God damn it, Crash. It's
No,
always
wait,
you.
no! Oh, damn it. What was the map after this? Did we have one?
Slasher is the only map I have left.
Okay.
After Slasher, we should go through the ones that are in game.
I think this will be the last one. At least for my stream. Because after this is done, I have to go do a bunch of stuff for our move tomorrow.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, how dare I have a life and getting a new apartment and stuff.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I move into a new apartment tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really exciting and expensive.
Like all the good things are.
Yeah.
Hopefully your move goes better than mine did.
Oh God, I hope so. Actually, because of that, I said on Sunday I think I was gonna stream yesterday, do some level design for the prototype I've been working on. I didn't actually do that because I got a bunch of stuff came up with. See, death pits. Who knew? I had a bunch of stuff show up. I guess you can stay on the point and not get hit by the train. I had a bunch of stuff come up, so I wasn't able to actually stream yesterday, which made me sad. And I don't know if I'll be able to stream for the rest of the week because I don't know what my internet's like. I'll find out by this time tomorrow, assuming my router is here. So since I'm gonna be winding down on my stream, I thought it would be good to just kind of say run through everyone who's here. So that would be Crash and iiboharz, both two TF2 mappers from tf2maps.net. Both of them are site administrators, site staff as they're called, and both know TF2 design theory quite well. Both are good friends of mine. Crash is a streamer on Twitch. He streams far more regularly than I do, and if you're a fan of Team Fortress 2, I would highly suggest you go over to his stream at twitch.tv/UEAKCrash.
And if you want to learn how to make TF2 maps, I have a pretty good quick start YouTube tutorial too on youtube.com/UEAKCrash.
Send me a link to that, and I will include that in my follow-up thank tweet.
Yay.
Though I know where to find it, I'm just too lazy to do it. So if you're interested in TF2 stuff, definitely go and watch Crash and follow him and support him because he is cool and an awesome nerd. Let's see. If you're interested in playing more custom TF2 maps, like maybe you've played TF2 and you're like, I'm bored of these stock maps, all 100 some odd of them, check out the tf2maps.net community. There is a bunch of custom maps there, probably the second largest database of custom maps now. I think we're bigger than I think TF2 Maps is bigger than Game Banana, but not bigger than Rotab.
But there's new maps being made every day.
Yep.
New maps being tested on our servers every day.
Yep. And if you like this discussion that I was having today with iibo and Crash, I do this show every Tuesday at noon. This is the Level of Detail show, though I don't really use that name very often. Anyways, it's the Level of Detail show, the level design show where I play games and talk about level design for 2 hours. So if you thought this was fun and interesting, and you liked what you heard and saw, I'll be doing this again next week. We'll be looking at probably Super Meat Boy or some other 2D game, because I haven't done one of those yet. And we'll be talking about what it's like to design for 2D level design, and especially platformers. So that'll be next Tuesday at noon, 6 p.m. CEST, which is like GMT +1 or something like that. 9 a.m. Pacific. And if you can't watch that, go to my YouTube channel at FrozenRC/Frozen. Yeah, my YouTube channel, which is in my profile right up above there somewhere. Click on that, you'll find my YouTube channel, and I upload all the VODs there. This week's might be a little bit late because, again, I'm moving apartments. And I think I covered everything. So like, follow, subscribe, and like, follow, subscribe, Crash.
Follow me on Netflix.
Yeah.
Hey, I got some missing materials here.
Yeah, some of the trees are missing for me.
Weird.
That's really spooky. Spooky missing material.
Ooh.
Spoopy. I've never played this before. Is this his boss one?
Yeah, there's a lot of bosses. I kind of saved it for last because it can get dragged out a little bit. I'm honestly not a huge fan of bosses in general.
Why am I using the worst NG primary man? Because I don't play engineer that much, and I like the Bombson. Oh wait, no, I can't build up here.
Crash.
Did someone just get wrecked by Crash?
I got wrecked by Crash.
Oh, and apparently when I expanded, I died immediately.
Oh, did you get the little mouse one?
Oh god, I just got a subscriber and it was really scary.
Hi, Crash's new subscriber.
Seeing that animation in H2 in work is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, you did a great job with it.
Only took me like 6 renders.
Me giving you crap for 6 renders.
I should have listened to your request.
Stop giving me jump. I don't want jump. No.
So this map has a really interesting underworld, but it's friggin' huge, like ridiculously huge.
There's an underworld in this map?
Yeah, if you go off to the side, there's a portal that goes out. That's always open.
Oh, okay. I've been I have not been in that. I'm gonna grab a scout then and go run over to that. Oh god, there was so much that we didn't touch on that I feel is important to talk about when it comes back to TF2 level design, so we might come back to this game later. Not next week though, and definitely not the week after that, because next week we'll be doing Super Meat Boy and or some 2D side-scrolling game, and then the week after that we are going to be doing Hitman. I am very, very stoked to do Hitman because I've been really interested in that game but never really bought it. So hello, Portal. Dang it. So,
Just finished upgrading my teleporter and then some loser destroyed it.
that was me.
Cough, cough, frozen, cough.
It was me. Soon.
I don't know this map at all.
Oh my god, there's this like upside down particle effects. This is weird. But I like this underworld color. I like more people need green in their underworld. So I'm gonna
I
end
worked
my
so hard on that sentry.
I'm gonna end my stream here. Thank you everyone again for watching, and if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the follow button, which is somewhere nearby. I'll be streaming. This week will be a little bit of hit and miss, but hopefully next week, if my internet's holding up and at my new place, I'll be streaming much more next week. So again, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you learned something, and if you didn't, well, I hope you learned that at least. Again, thank you iiboharz and Crash for participating in the stream with me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yay! And again, if you are interested in TF2 stuff, go watch Crash over at twitch.tv/UEAKCrash. I will make sure to include the link to his TF2 map making tutorials in a tweet on my Twitter @FrozenR. So again, thank